Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Dusty, aka Fyredust, and we are here today looking at the questions, the burning questions that you guys have left for me on the videos that I've made so far. And if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by, and if you go ahead and give me a subscribe, that would help me out quite a bit, and you can pretty much expect a bunch of D&D content down the pipeline here in the near future, as well as, maybe some other stuff related to fantasy franchises like some anime and, Magic the Gathering, etc. But you're going to be able to know what it is when you look at the title. And as you can see from this one, we are doing the very first Q&A for my channel. And because there are some questions here that I would like to address, because I technically haven't done it yet. Haven't done it in a video. That being said, out of the way, let's get into the first set of questions. And these comments are from the LARP videos. We've got mine from the base video. So we're going to start right here at the welcome video to my channel, video number 0 in the D&D series. First comment is our buddy Steve I. Jones here. When a player wants to run for mayor of a town, yeah, we've got a. This is one of the players in my main Faerun campaign that I'm running, and their first character that they made, because they've got like 3 or 4 characters running around in the world. The first character that they made is that starting to dabble into politics in Phandalin. And they're gonna attempt to run for mayor alongside or against Harbin Wester, the town banker. Because there's not really any form of government in this very small hamlet of Phandalin. So yeah, it creates some opportunity here for an interesting little session that we're gonna have sometime down the road. That wasn't a question, but it's definitely hilarious to think about. It's gonna be really fun. So, Michael Brown asks, what's the highest plus to hit you would add to enemies? Here's the thing. Whenever I go to edit, like, stat blocks, vanilla stat blocks, I'll say at this point in my campaign where the players are level 16, half the time I don't touch a stat block. It's good as it is, and it cuts out some of the work for me. Now, if I want the encounter to be a little bit more challenging, then typically I don't go towards a plus to hit, like an increased plus to hit. I might increase the damage output, like if they do a d8 per attack, I might make it 2d8 or something like that. Or if I want the battle to go on just a little longer than I think it would have normally, then I might add, 10-20% to their hit point total. Depending on if I've calculated the DPS of my party, and I'm trying to calculate how many rounds that I want my bad guy to stay out, barring no extraneous circumstances, then that's typically the formula I go to, and I'll add hit points if I need to. But I try to stay away from adding hit points, because it sometimes in the past it's just needlessly added length to a battle, and you don't want to stay in combat for very long if it's not like a boss battle, or if it's not worthy of the story that's being told. So, but at the end of the day, it's a player choice, as to engage with enemies and stuff like that. And so, hell, again, some of these enemies I don't have to add a plus to hit. Like the ancient dragons all have like plus 15, plus 17 to hit. So most time it's not necessary. Just to answer your question of what's the highest plus to hit I would add, I don't think I would ever allow the enemy's attacks to exceed that of something like an ancient class dragon, where they're hitting for more than plus 17 to hit or something like that. I think that's a very big enough number, if you want to break down the statistics of rolling a d20, and looking at like the AC. Say an enemy has an AC of 10, and you have no modifier to your d20 attack roll. You roll it, you're going to hit 50% of the time, and you adjust that percentage based on the plus to hit and the AC. It changes that percentage dynamic when you're rolling the d20 on the player end. So I'll typically just take those percentages into mind, and doesn't always equate to like a solid across the board. Every enemy gets +2 to hit in addition to what they already had. So, anyways, next question: would you ever give your players Calamino to or to leadership and influence? Okay, so what's really hilarious is Tome of Leadership and Influence. I believe that's just the thing that increases your charisma score by 2 or something. One of our players just got through reading it, and their charisma score got increased because of it. I'm definitely not opposed to magic items like that that actually they mechanically progress the character, you know. And in D&D, us as DMs are trying to find ways to move the story along or the plot along, or develop some kind of tension, control the pacing with story elements and encounter stuff like that. But magic items like this, Tome of Leadership and Influence, it's progressing the characters mechanically, you know, just making their numbers bigger. And, you know, that's fine. Like, you definitely want to be careful how much of that kind of stuff you put into your world, but definitely not against it. Now, Talisman of Ultimate Evil. I wouldn't just straight up give a player that, just like I didn't straight up give the player the Tome of Leadership and Influence. There's definitely was a objective behind it, and it was like an incidental thing. It wasn't part of a quest, but they did some very good exploration. They found the Tome of Leadership and Influence. It would be very similar, well, with the Talisman of Ultimate Evil case, it might be something, you know, that's actually tied to a quest. Like a bad guy has the talisman, and you're supposed to retrieve it for the archives of Candlekeep, and that's who you're hired by to go retrieve the talisman. I could see that kind of scenario happening for like a high level play, and you know, my my campaign has not shied away from that at this moment. You know, we're going to level 20 and possibly beyond. So it's on the table. A lot of things are on the table. Ninja said, "Heck, those shoes." Yep. Channel life update. Okay, here's the next one. As far as next video ideas, possibly a detailed series for detailed interpretation of climactic moments in the campaign, or MTG, specifically Blue. Yeah, I'd like to make some magic content at some point for the channel, but I feel like if I'm going to do anything magic related, I do need to put edits in my videos with pictures referencing the cards that I'm discussing, etc. So MTG videos are going to take a little longer for me to make, but I'm definitely interested in that. And then as for detailed interpretations of climactic moments in the campaign, I think that will definitely go in the recap video that I plan on making. I don't know if that's going to be video number 3 or 4 in this series, but it's definitely coming up soon. I really want to make it because I want the world to know about the story that we've been creating amongst ourselves at the table. It's been very fun and very rewarding as well. So, and then the last comment we have is just our boy John Southern, my favorite 5e DM so far. Keep it up. Very cool, man. Appreciate that comment. Stuff like that is definitely things that I take to heart, and I do not take for granted. Yeah, I'm appreciative of all that, and of you for watching this video. Thanks for watching, you know, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. I really would. Even if it's just like a random comment, you know, some encouragement, or hey, maybe even some critique, you know, and I might actually learn something from your criticisms. So hey, I welcome any and all feedback. But that will do it for this video. Ultimately, I hope your life is going well. That's all that matters. Hope you're doing all right. I hope you're finding ways to, you know, find your own happiness, because at the end of the day, that's where happiness will come from. I hope that's going well for you. Those of you who know me, you know how to reach out to me if you need anything. But until next time, stay cool, my friends. Much love.